Donald and Douglas had worked on the Fat Controller's railway for many years. They are mixed traffic engines, meaning they are capable of pulling trucks and coaches. When they first came to the island, the trucks played tricks on them. But after an accident with a spiteful brake band, the trucks decided not to play any tricks on them. One October evening, the Fat Controller came to the sheds. Donald was the only one there. "Donald, a diesel from the mainland had failed and he had a delivery of trucks for the harbour for Brendan. Could you go and deliver them for him?" "Aye, sir," said Donald with determination. Donald knew how to handle trucks here on the island, but trucks from the mainland are far worse. Later, Donald made his way for Brendan. The trucks obviously didn't like him. "Pull back! We don't like these smoke puffers!" This made Donald cross. He was late enough as he is. Soon he arrived at the harbour. The harbour station master was not pleased though. "Donald, you were supposed to be here an hour ago. It's lucky that their ship leaves tomorrow." "I'm sorry, sir. It's just that these mainland trucks are very difficult to handle." "I understand." After Donald had shunted the trucks into a siding, there was more news for him. The harbour station master talked to Donald's crew. "The points leading to Edward's branch line is jammed, and the workmen have gone home for the night. Looks as though I'll have to stay here for the night," sighed Donald. The trucks laughed at his misfortune, but Donald doesn't care. After his crew left for their families, the trucks barked out, "We want a story now!" Donald groaned quietly. "Come on, you puffing bagpipe, tell us," said another. Donald thought of a story, and then an idea came into his firebox. "See that old lighthouse over there?" "Yes," said the trucks in unison. "Well, long before the first railway line was built on Sodor, a lonely Scotsman named William Campbell was playing his bagpipes towards the open ocean. You see, every year he plays for his lost love, as she was washed away from the shores. Well, one night, William walked into the sea. His famous last words were, 'I'm coming, my love. Don't worry. You're not alone anymore.' Many people will tell you that on the last day of October, you will hear the famous bagpipes moaning in the night, followed by those words, and then a splash." "Pah! What rubbish! I think I could deal with that. If it were true, I'm brave enough for it." "You think so?" asked Douglas. "Oh yeah," giggled the trucks. This gave Donald an idea. The next morning, the points were fixed and Donald was at the big station ready for his local train. While his passengers were getting on board, he told his crew about his idea. He wants his driver to play bagpipes near the lighthouse at Brendan to tease the trucks. That sounds like fun! Just then, the Fat Controller came towards them. "Ah, Donald, I'm pleased that you've returned. I would like you to go back to Brendan tonight to pick up the trucks and return to the barrel and furnish. I would have got Borko and Edward to do it, but they'll be busy tonight with Douglas." "Yes, sir," said Donald. Later that night, the trucks were waiting for Donald. They were getting tired. "Where's that puffing bagpipe?" they yelled. "That hat should have sent a diesel." Before they would finish their ranting, they heard bagpipes. Then later on, they heard a voice saying, "I'm coming, my love. Don't worry. You're not alone anymore." Followed by a loud splash. It's William Campbell!" shouted the trucks. At last, Donald arrived. "Sorry I'm late. One of Edward's coaches was derailed on the way here." but the trucks lost their voice for what had happened earlier. However, Donald had no time to waste. He puffed away with the pale trucks following behind. It's now November, and Donald and Douglas were getting ready for another day's work. "Ah, Donald, how were the trucks last night?" asked his driver. "They behaved well, thanks to you." "But Donald, I wasn't there last night. I had to go to my son's Halloween party. I just reminded myself of that yesterday morning." "But why wasn't I told?" "Must have slipped my mind." "But if you weren't there then..." Donald then had a sudden thought in his head. It was real. It must have been a forgotten legend.